ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV no night, but I got that check.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This going to be returned from the 2. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Y'all gotta pardon my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Y'all gotta pardon my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have no Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch of my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 7, Cougar 19. Let go.
Back to throw. Anthony. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check, Bobcat, check. Panther 60, Mustang 19. Go.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard after the 49. The Raiders at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 check, man. 3. 60 Bison. Ready, right?
Off the play fake. Anthony. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33.
60, trap 60. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one too low.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19. Go. 19 Tiger. Third. Warrior 70.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Cougar 19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Panther 60. Go, check. Go.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Go, Rig. Go. Hey. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 Lion.
Operating from the gun. Anthony looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll try to run forward with Genty. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got White here. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Attack!
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down.
At the 18-yard line.
White, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now it's Mahomes again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab them. The kick to the front. I want the money to pass, the moolah to bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it down, so much that's around. Better settle down, no one do it that. Cause they send the hound, back me in that. Put me in the ground, turn me into ash, put your carry down. From those who came up before me.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I let it through. If you choose to, now you get. Now I got to.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready? 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Seven Pirates. Mustang 19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ridge. Hawk 70. Hawk 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run out of the gun with Genty. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
60 Bison. Hurt.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
19 tight, 19, 18, driving 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Bible pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a dog. I go to Miami just for dinner.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2.
Panther Street. Panther. Warrior 70. 18 Cardinal.
A give out of the gun to Genty. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you've got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed.
19 Lion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check, Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. Hawk 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
On the give, Genty. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Bronco 80. Go.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Cowboy 80.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Street.
Now a handoff to Genty. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, break.
2nd and 7.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Set. Like, hey, smash Bronco. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Anthony. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Fix the eagle. Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw. Anthony. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Motion man left. That's White.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yard line, 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Check, Bobcat. Motion. Go.
Looking to throw. Abraham.
Completes this one to Thornton.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
go, Scott. 19, start. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Anthony. He finds his man. Complete. That's Murray. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hurt. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos. Ready up.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Set, hurt. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers. Dragon 60. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hurt. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Anthony. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, no, I like to just stand aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 4.
In motion left, White. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Raiders 9. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
An extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The career's more at stake when you win your pound. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bronco 80. Big Lion. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Abraham. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Abraham. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18 Cardinal, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Second down and 8.
Yellow. There's a water, right?
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes third and about a foot.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday. All right, go, Lou, 80. 15. Hey, taller.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
18, 60 Maverick. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Cup 19, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a run here off the arm. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Abraham. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, smash, bro. Let's go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Let it go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Abraham. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year, and they will head back home